Hey everyone, I'm Andy Hodges coming to you for Sebastian Daily on this beautiful Friday afternoon. You can also watch us on Xfinity Channel 1098 if you live in Sebastian and have Xfinity/Comcast. You can catch us on channel 1098. By the way, the reason that we pause about 10 seconds before we go live is to make sure that YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all the other platforms connect at the same time. So when we go live and there's a big pause and delay before we go live, that's why. We're just waiting for everything to connect. Hey, the weather is going to be great this weekend. Right now it's 81 degrees, mostly cloudy in Sebastian, although that's clearing up right now. They called for mostly cloudy, but it's actually right now there's no clouds in the sky. So beautiful blue skies right now in Sebastian. The winds are out of the northeast. There was a wind change since yesterday. Yesterday, the winds were out of the southwest. Today, they're out of the northeast, and they're blowing about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The highs this weekend will be 83, so similar like today, and the overnight low will be 71. Now, we got some cooler temps coming in by Tuesday. Next week, the highs will be 75. And the overnight lows will be 65. That'll be starting late Tuesday as that cold front moves through Sebastian. Hey, we wanted to update everyone about our COVID-19 status. I'm proud and glad to say that my wife and I have fully recovered from COVID-19. We still have a few odd systems such as no taste. So, but that's normal. When you have COVID-19, you lose your sense of taste for a while, and that eventually comes back. It could take a month or two for that to happen, but that's part of the virus. So we have fully recovered. We no longer have it. We've tested negative. So just wanted to give everyone an update on that. Take this virus seriously. You do not want it. It's pretty much, for us, it was 10 days of hell. Make sure you wear your mask, social distance, and wash your hands. Listen, all you got to do is social distance, and if you can't do that, wear the mask. Otherwise, just social distance if you have the problem with a mask. But this will help you stay safe, prevent you from possibly getting this virus, and probably saving some lives, because there are people that are getting this thing and they're still dying. I will say, and we'll get to those numbers in a second here, the deaths related to COVID-19 are still way down, and that's good news. We do have some more cases in the area, but not like it was a couple of weeks ago. That is starting to slow back down as well. So we're going to get into some good news here in just a second. Let's take a look at some of the latest stories that are going on in Sebastian. Sebastian River Middle School parents feel that the COVID-19 contact tracing is not working. Parents feel that they are being notified, or their parents feel they are not being notified in a timely manner when students and teachers come down to COVID-19. Some parents say when a teacher is tested positive, such as one that was tested positive on November 4th, the parents were not informed until 7 days later on November 11th. We spoke with the school board about this, and this is what they told us. They explained that the health department does its contact tracing and case investigations. The school district COVID-19 response team meets with the health department at the schools when they have a confirmation of a positive case, and to provide support to the students and the teacher as well as the parents. The school board also said they have classroom seating charts for all classrooms that are used to assist with contact tracing, as well as the interview with the health department and the family and the person who is COVID-19 positive. The school board says that if parents are not receiving calls, they need to contact the school to make sure their contact information is correct or updated. And even so, some parents are telling us that the contact tracing conducted by the health department is not accurate and is ensuring a false sense of security. So there are parents that are still not liking the system right now. They want to be notified immediately. They don't want to be notified 7 days later. But the school board says they may want to check with the schools to make sure their contact information is updated. The other news that's going on, property appraiser Wesley Davis returns unspent funds. Wesley Davis gave some welcoming news to Indian River taxpayers Tuesday morning. He returned to taxpayers more than $179,000 in money approved but not spent for his budget of 2019 and 2020. This means that the money goes back to the state, saving taxpayers money. There is a myth going around, sorry about that, we lost a microphone here. There is a myth going around that the property appraiser is going to be sending out refunds to homeowners because they didn't spend the money, and that's not true. Basically, the money goes back to the state, and it just saves the taxpayers money, basically, in the long run. That means less expense and fiscal responsibility. Now check this out. Since Davis took office in January 2019, he has saved taxpayers more than $400,000 after improving customer service and shrinking the budget a little bit. And so he's really done some great work there at the property appraiser. So congratulations going out to the property appraiser of Indian River County, Wesley Davis. Let's talk about the weekend events that are coming up. There are two big events. The biggest one is the Celebration Sebastian at Riverview Park, which is where we are right now, Riverview Park. That celebration is tomorrow from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. There will be live music, food trucks, a dunk tank, a lot of vendors. I'm hearing rumors of people that might be in the dunk tank. Robert McPartland, city council member, as well as Fred Jones, a city council member, Chris Nunn, a city council member, and a few other names I don't want to say yet because it may be a surprise, but that is tomorrow at Riverview Park, right here in Sebastian. And again, it's from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. So listen, going on today, Christopher Fenn is at Captain Hiram Sandbar right now performing live starting at 3 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Oscar's performing live at Las Palmas Cuban Restaurant. He will also be there Saturday and Sunday at 5 o'clock as well. And tomorrow, of course, is the Rotary Club of Sebastian service to community golf outing at the Sebastian Municipal Golf Course. That's at 8 a.m. tomorrow. At 12 p.m., like I said, it's Celebrate Sebastian at Riverview Park. At 3 p.m., another big event, which is in walking distance from the park, is Paradoya. They are celebrating their 6-year anniversary tomorrow, starting at 3 o'clock. The Paradoya Brewing Company, owned by Pete and Lynn Anderson. So come on out and see them. Like I said, it's walking distance from the park to Paradoya. So there's that going on as well. And by the way, congratulations going out to the Paradoya Brewing Company. 6 strong years of brewing beer. The first brewery in Sebastian. I mean, that's just classic. So congratulations to them. And then at 8:30 tomorrow night, Johnny and the Blaze will be at Earl's Hideaway Lounge. Sunday, 1 p.m., NFL Game Day at the Captain Hiram's Sandbar. At 2 p.m., JP Soares and the Red Hots will be at Earl's Hideaway Lounge at 2. 3 o'clock, Michael O'Brien will be at the Crab Stop Seafood Bar and Grill. And at 6 p.m., Captain's Karaoke at Captain Hiram's Sandbar. Now, these are just a few of the events that are going on around town this weekend, starting today, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want to see the whole list, go to our website, sebastiandaily.com, and at the top, click on events, and you can see, pull up the latest article, and you'll see all the events that are going on this weekend. All right, let's talk about COVID-19. The numbers statewide are kind of up. There were 6,800 cases yesterday, and this past week it averaged 3,800 to 6,800 this past week in the state of Florida. Sebastian and Fellsmere are rising, but it's not soaring. They are rising. We're getting between 3 and 4 new cases a day in Sebastian. Every new case is bad, but they're not soaring like 30 new cases a day in Sebastian. So while the numbers are rising, the numbers are remaining low, and that's good news for Sebastian altogether. So 473 cases now in Sebastian. Roseland, untouched for a couple of weeks now, only 5 cases. Barefoot Bay, they're at 44 cases. Micco, untouched for the past 3 weeks at 13 cases. And Grant, 48 cases. Fellsmere, they went up to 450 cases. Wabasso, 9. And Vero Beach is rising as well at 3,042 cases total since the pandemic started. But altogether, like I said, while the numbers are rising, they're not soaring. So there's still concerns, but the number of deaths, low. 0 deaths today in Indian River County, 0 deaths today in Brevard County. I mean, Brevard County has been having deaths every day, and finally, there's no deaths today. So the whole state, deaths are low. They're way down. I think there were like 4 deaths in the entire state of Florida yesterday, which very, very low. So that's the good news that's going on. There's now 4,520 cases altogether in Indian River County since the pandemic started, and in Brevard County, 13,634 cases. So overall, we're doing really good here locally. You know, please remember to social distance. Wear the mask if you can't social distance. Wash your hands regularly. This is how we are slowing this thing down, and this is how we will ultimately get rid of this thing once and for all. We have to get rid of this thing. Unfortunately, it'll probably still be here for the fall season, but in the winter. But we can help control the spread of this thing by taking these CDC guidelines and recommendations and being serious about it. Because listen, I've had it, and you don't want this virus. Trust me. I know there's some people that said that all they had was a little cold and some sniffles with it, but listen, that doesn't guarantee that that's what's going to happen with you if you contract this thing. So listen, stay safe, and we'll be out of here soon. Listen, thanks for watching our newscast. We're still catching up on work that we missed a couple of weeks ago, so we haven't really published an article about our recovery and all that, but I want to thank everyone for looking out for us and praying for us. That means a lot to us. So I'm Andy Hodges. I'm coming to you live from Riverview Park in Sebastian for Sebastian Daily.